Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore, welcome back to yet another live stream on the channel. In this one, it's a massive evening in Group L, as of course England take on Ghana. Both of these sides in their opening match got the win. Of course Ghana was a bit more dramatic than England's, but both sides got over the line in the end to win their respective games, of course. But this one matters a lot, because of course Croatia will end up playing Panama. You expect Croatia to win that, and you do expect England to win this one as well. If England were to win this one, they'd basically be through. I can't see Panama getting anything off them, so it is looking like England will be in the knockouts, and they should really be winning this group. But for Ghana, especially in their lineup, of course, Semenyo starts again. He started against Panama, but he didn't really do much in that one, and that was disappointing. Maybe he can make more of an influence in this one. Inaki Williams on the right hand side, and while I'm talking about the Ghanaian lineup, we should probably get it on screen as well. Hopefully, I've got the fan on. Hopefully it's not too loud on the microphone. Let me know if it is. And a massive thank you to everyone that is joining. Vote in the live poll. Who do you think will win this one? Is it England? Is it going to be a draw? Or will Ghana get the win in this one? So as you can see on screen then, we have got the Ghana lineup in front of us. And to be fair to them, it is looking like a pretty solid lineup. Of course in goal, Asare, not too familiar with him. All the back four apart from Opoku and Mensah. Into midfield, a big talking point as Thomas Partey does start. It'll be interesting to see which English players do shake hands with Partey. That has been a big talking point going into this match from the start of the tournament really, and even before that. Urenki in midfield as well, who scored the goal, who got Ghana the win over Panama. And the front three is Semenyo and Inaki Williams, both providing the width, and through the centre, Jordan Ayew captaining the Black Stars tonight. For England though, and let's just get this on screen for you all as well, it's two changes to the side that beat Croatia 4-2. Pickford keeps his place in goal, although he wasn't that great in that one. I'm just trying to find Thomas Partey here and what the England players are doing, because of course a massive talking point, and not really showing it, are they? You can't really see where Thomas Partey is. If anyone else is watching it, did any England players shake hands with Partey? That's quite a big thing going into it, wasn't it? But Pickford in goal. Surprised he's kept his place in some aspects, because he didn't look that good against Croatia, but he has been reliable for England, so I'm not really surprised he's kept his place, I should say. It's just more of one that I thought could have been switched out for England. James was solid, so was Conser. They keep their places. Geehy comes in and Jed Spence, so two changes to the defence, and they're the only changes. Rice and Anderson in the midfield, they were solid against Croatia. Bellingham in the 10, got his goal last time out. Madueke was the real focal point against Croatia on the right. Left hand side, Gordon, who was awful against Croatia, but still lasted, 70 minutes of the game, which is crazy. And Harry Kane, Captain Kane, leads the line in this one, and going to try and add to his already 2 goals at this World Cup. Let's see if he's able to do just that in this one against Ghana, where it's a very good opportunity for him to do something like that. Welcome in, Luke. How are you doing, mate? Now, they haven't already played, mate. They're just about to kick off, mate. Just about to kick off. Yeah, the heat wave is really taking effect. So hopefully it's not too loud on the mic. I can't hear anything. Can't feel any air coming through. So should be fine, to be honest. Fingers crossed. Just let me know if it is annoying or there's any background noise. Fingers crossed you can hear me quite clearly ahead of the fan, though. That's the main thing, of course. And get your score predictions in. In the prediction video I filmed last week, I did say 5-1 England in this one. I do think they'll have a field day, but Ghana are always in the game, aren't they? So it'd be interesting to see what happens here this evening, of course. Semenyo really did disappoint for Ghana against Panama. Barely had any influence on the game. And actually, the BBC has said it's a 5 back for Ghana. We'll have to wait and see. But on on football, but it's gone as a fullback. So we'll have to wait and see. But Thomas Tuchel and England got off to the perfect start against Croatia. Let's see if they can go again with 3 more points. The only 2 unbeaten sides in Group L. If they get a draw, of course, they'll both still be unbeaten, but that doesn't look likely. I think it will be England, who are in the white home strip, and Ghana in yellow for this one, as expected, of course. In Boston for this one, a massive stadium once again, where it towers over the players, the stands do anyway. Absolutely fantastic. And I think it was raining in the build-up in Boston to this one, but it is clear now. Of course, yesterday, I'm kind of glad I didn't do the France watch-along, because we would have been up all night with the break in play due to the thunder and lightning. That's the first time it's really affected the World Cup this year. No doubt it will have more effects on the competition in the coming weeks. Right then, here we go. It's England versus Ghana. It's the second group game for both of them. Let's see how this one plays out. England get us underway, kicking from left to right in the first half. Here we go. Declan Rice will get us underway in just a few more seconds. Here we go then. The ball is moving and we're underway in this one. England getting us underway. And straight away Pickford with a long ball up to Harry Kane. They're going to try and start how they left off against Croatia, where honestly second half England played really nice football. First half wasn't as good, where defensively they were quite poor, but second half of that one they were really good. Heads going England 3-2. Ghana won't give them much of a challenge, I bet. No, I don't think they will. They have got some good players going forward, and in midfield in Partey, who is a talented footballer, but of course he's got a lot of allegations over him at the moment, which are yet to be resolved. Of course, in Ghana's first game against Panama, he couldn't actually play in that one because the game was being played in Canada, and Canada wouldn't let him into the country with the allegations put against him. So that's why it's quite a big talking point. But he is here playing in the States for this one. Mark Guéhi, who's back in the England 11, replaces John Stones, and at left back as well, Jed Spence coming in into that position as well. So 2 changes from the side that beat Croatia. Here's Reece James. A lot of talent in this England squad, and especially midfield, where Bellingham, Rice and Anderson genuinely might be the best midfield 3 at the World Cup, to be honest. It is outstanding. Welcome in, Lurkwan. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you in here. Back for another Elliot Anderson watch, hopefully. No one shake that. Yeah, I couldn't really tell. The BBC sort of stayed, kept their cameras away from it, to be honest. Probably the safe thing to do, really, if we're being honest. But interesting nevertheless. Right, let's get that live ticker on the bottom left before I forget. You guys can follow along with the action as well as the ball is moving along the pitch. So far England just trying to keep possession, and that's what we expect them to do throughout the game as well, as England usually do. They like to be dominant on the ball, but the difference between the likes of Southgate and all them who have gone before Thomas Tuchel is that England didn't really make the most of the ball. Maybe this time under Tuchel they can, but in the friendlies and qualifying before, they weren't really playing that exciting. But I tell you what, against Croatia it was a great game to watch. A long ball over to the right hand side here for England, looking to start off early with a goal in this one. Push back, and so far Ghana doing well defensively, holding their shape. England out to the right once again. Madueke taking on his man. Opoku coming across the cover as well. Forces England back. Konsa, who played really well in that last one. I watched a video earlier where Konsa was on loan in 2017 at Charlton. Oh, let me just get rid of this advert. There's an advert on it, and then we can watch it. Get rid of that for 20 seconds, and then put it back on. Just a t-shirt, it looks super cool. Can I get one? Goals Galore t-shirts. Maybe one day we'll have to sell some merch, potentially. Good evening, No to Scrinson. Good to hear everyone in the chat is okay. Right, hopefully that advert's finished actually. Yeah, it has. There we go. Perfect timing. Oh, he's back again. What? Why is the adverts keep playing? I don't get it. How long's left? 10 seconds. Right, we'll just leave it play for 10 seconds. Offside flag against the Naki Williams there for Ghana. Going forward. Right, here we go then. This is what you all wanted to see in the bottom left. There you go. You can follow along with the action. It is obviously going to be a little bit delayed and a little bit behind, but you can still understand where the ball is on the pitch and still try and follow it along. Another donation from Hazer. Thank you very much. 3k subs for 2027. That's a long way off, but never say never. A massive thank you for your donation as always. Yeah, of course, Sam Greenwood for Bristol City is an interesting one. Massive logo on the back, Scrinson. I can't exactly show you, but it's one of these basically in a big version on the back. Right, free kick to England. On the right hand side, Apoku makes that big challenge, and Noni Madueke causing trouble on the right hand side, as he did against Croatia. I'm a little disappointed from England and Thomas Tuchel that he's not selected Marcus Rashford, because he looked sharp when he came on for Anthony Gordon in the first game against Croatia. He's stuck with Gordon though, but at a World Cup it's such a short, you don't play that many games really, it's a short tournament, and while Rashford's on form, wouldn't you want his threat going forward and maybe bring Gordon off the bench on this one? I'd have thought so anyway, but he's obviously thinking different. Also Morgan Rogers an option on the left, so for Gordon to have a performance like he did and still start this one is absolutely crazy, given it's England and the depth in the squad they have. Rice's free kick comes to nothing, but we go again with Madueke, who's passed it straight to Jordan Ayew, ex-Swansea City player, and there's quite a few of them on the pitch in this one. Of course, Mark Geehee for England, ex-Swansea City centre-half on loan from Chelsea for 2 years running. Jordan Ayew as well for Ghana. He used to play for the Swans, along with his brother, Andre Ayew, who I think was the better of the two, to be honest. But both brilliant players, and the brothers both played for Swansea City. Let's all get one and set up a football team, Goals School FC. Can you imagine? That would be absolutely brilliant. Gotta be done one day. Here's Concert on the ball at the back with England. Just trying to drag Ghana out because there's not much space at the moment between the halfway line and the Ghanaian goal, because there's so many bodies in between. But Ghana are going to try and counter attack, and they went in the free kick at the back, thanks to Mensah. Late challenge there from Jude Bellingham. Big news at Swans today as well. We've partnered with one of the leading football agencies, which only selects a few clubs. Has a very short list of partners, but the likes of Brighton use it for their transfers, scouting, and analytical data. Como as well have had an incredible rise up to the Champions League. USG as well, and now Swansea added to the list. So it's a massive move. And maybe this is the way to the Premier League. And the rain here in Boston has started to fall from the American skies. But if anything, Ghana are taking advantage of it. And they're on the right hand side here, trying to cause a problem for England. But really good defending from Elliot Anderson, guarding that ball out of play. Good strength, physical battle. And he wins that one. And there was a clip on the BBC just before the game where Anderson was on about the transfer speculation, and for a 23-year-old to be speaking as confidently as he is absolutely incredible to see. Great footballer, and speaks very well as well. Here's Esri Konsa. Over the halfway line he goes with England. And then Mark Geehee. England, it's important to keep the width here, and movement especially. They're quite static at the moment. Left hand side, really good bit of play between Rice and Gordon. Gordon steps over it, lets Rice have it. Gordon gets it back, and away it goes for Ghana. Up towards the target man, Jordan Ayew, but can't keep hold of it. Back at the feet of Pickford. I think a big thing for this game would be, well, a big outcome, sorry, for England would definitely be to see if they can keep a clean sheet tonight. I think that would be huge. I think if they were to win like 2-0, keep a clean sheet, 2-3-0, keep a clean sheet, I think that would be better than maybe a 5-1 win. Because defensively, I think they need that big boost. Rice into Bellingham, Kane, Bellingham again in the box. Big interception, and just about Ghana able to get it away, and on the counter once again. Man City's Anthony Semenyo almost released, but ball ran out of play instead. But that's how Ghana are going to make it difficult for England. They're just going to swarm them in and around the penalty area, not giving them much time, especially their lethal number 9, Harry Kane. He's not going to be allowed much space in this one. But the longer the game goes on, the longer Ghana get tired, of course, and it will suit England. But I do think England get a few goals in the first half anyway. As soon as they do get the first one, that's Ghana's game plan gone, isn't it? Yeah, look, I don't think Anderson will force a move. No, I don't think so. I think Man City will just pay. Here's Anderson again. Finds Noni Madueke. Floats one in. Away by Mensah. Back out to the right hand side, and Anderson picks up the pieces. Finding Madueke again, who starts once again ahead of Bukayo Saka for England. Another interesting one, and the wings are the most debatable, one of the most controversial picks of Thomas Tuchel for this one, I'd say, especially after the opening game. I agree with Madueke starting. He was trouble against Croatia, but Gordon, he just didn't have any impact in that one. I struggled to understand why Tuchel has selected him for this one. Let us know your thoughts in the chat. Here is Madueke. Lovely ball to James to the byline, pulls it back across, and just about Ghana able to get that one away. I tell you what, England are starting to find their rhythm and are moving into gear here. Brilliant play, combination on the right hand side between Noni Madueke and Reece James. Just couldn't find anyone in the centre to tap home from close range. Welcome in Scrinton too, how are we doing? Good evening to you as well. Here's Esri Konsa. Once again, we do have a halftime quiz as well to look forward to. So be sure to stick around for that during the break. We've got 6 questions to entertain you all with. Should be a perfect timing during the break before the second half. Here's Gordon. Goes down into the challenge, and England win a free kick in a dangerous zone here. Can definitely hurt Ghana from here. And while there is a little break, we should definitely mention that Portugal have got up and running in the World Cup. A draw against Congo in the first game, but they did just beat Uzbekistan 5-0 in the end. And Ronaldo broke records in that one, scoring in, what was it, 6 World Cups now in a row. Incredible. As he got a brace in that one. Right, free kick to England. Oh wow, big news coming out. French manager Didier Deschamps, his mum has passed away unfortunately. Wow, won't manage until the knockouts. That's really sad news. French manager is absolutely incredible, of course, led them to victory in Russia 2018 at the World Cup. Wow. England with the free kick then. Reece James standing over it. Rolls it to Rice. Rice! Pile driver. Ends up going just over Ghana's goal. Reece James and Rice both standing over it. Reece James rolled it. Rice struck it. Put his laces through that one. And in the end, was always rising over the bar. Goal kick Ghana. Fired into the England half. Reece James makes contact. Up into the air it goes. Searching for Harry Kane. Wins that contact, but he's actually won a free kick there. I think it's quite soft, but England won a free kick. Harry Kane down holding his head. Let's hope that's not too serious. Oh, that is late from Ghana's fault. Ajeti. Heads the back of Harry Kane's head. But Harry Kane looks like he will be okay. John Terry in amongst the ex-England players watching on from the stands. What a player John Terry was, of course. Great career, especially at Chelsea, of course. He really made a name for himself. And brilliant for England as well. 14.5 minutes played. 0-0 it remains in this one. But England certainly dominating, but Ghana so far sticking to their game plan. Crowding England out when they're in and around the Ghana box and trying to hit them on the counter. Declan Rice skipping through the challenges, still got the ball towards the byline, pulls it back. Gordon, they're lining up. Anderson, back post for Madueke and away by Mensah it goes. Cleared away. And England are coming closer and closer with every attack that they go on. Concert finds Gehi. Well, it must be really difficult playing against England because the talent in the squad, but the ability as well. As displayed right on cue there from Reece James. Spraying the ball from right to left out to Gordon. Taking on his man, going left and right. Gordon finds Elliot Anderson, edge of the box here. England searching for that little bit of space, and Jed Spence arrives to the byline, pulls it back. Rice, shot blocked, goes behind for England corner. Great play. Brilliant play. I'm trying to think who started at left back for England against Croatia. I'll find out now, but it's annoying me a little bit. Oh, Nico O'Reilly, of course. Surprised he's not started this one. Then he did look. He looked pretty good in the last game, to be fair. So that is a little surprising. Right, corner kick England then. Can they break the deadlock? They scored, of course, from a corner against Croatia with Harry Kane. He'll be more tightly marked in this one, that's for sure. Rice in Springer. Towards the back post it goes, away partially by Parku. Mensah clears his lines and Reece James wins a throw-in on the near side. Yeah, Lurkon is crazy in that, but to be fair, in that in the opening 60 minutes here, he's already done more than he did in that 70 minutes or 60 minutes, however long he played against Croatia. Bellingham finds Reece James on the right. Towards the byline he goes. Reece James gets across into the box, away. Up towards Ayew. And Ghana win the free kick thanks to Ayew. Konsa was holding him. Ayew, clever play, experienced play, and wins a free kick as well as a result. Of course, Jordan Ayew just got relegated from the Championship with Leicester City. They were back to win promotion back to the Premier League. It didn't come, unfortunately, for the Foxes. But they do have now ex-Swans manager Russell Martin leading them into the new season as well. Looking forward to fixture release on Thursday as well for the Championship. We will be live around 11:50 for build up to 12 o'clock's release of the fixtures as well. So be sure to check that one out. Excited to see when Swans play the big ones, of course, against Cardiff, Wrexham as well, Bristol City and West Ham away. When will they all be? Bolton as well when they come up, and Lincoln, Wolves and Burnley, just to complete all the new sides in the Championship. And all the other ones we played last season as well. Here's Konsa on the right hand side defence, 18 minutes played. Finds Reece James on the right channel. Back he goes. There's a lot of space in midfield, but England is trying to stick to the touch lines, aren't they? Trying to stay wide. Yeah, Anderson's definitely the 6. Rice is the 8 and Bellingham the 10 in that midfield trio. There's a lot of energy in midfield though. You know, absolute engines running it for England. I think Rice and Elliot Anderson could run all day. Here is Concert. Into midfield it goes with Elliot Anderson on the left hand side. As always, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Anderson. Central position with Geehy. And Concert. Geehy goes down into the challenge of Jordan Ayew. Free kicked in quickly. Noni Madueke on the right hand side. Into Reece James. Good cross into the box, but collected well by Ghana's keeper, who goes by the name of Asare, of course. Forgot that one then. Of course, later on then, we have the other game in Group L. It's Panama versus Croatia. And at 3 AM, if anyone stays up for that one, it's Colombia versus Congo Democratic Republic, of course, at 3 AM. So, of course, this is the final day of Match Week 2 in the World Cup. Match Week 3 begins tomorrow. And, of course, for the final round of fixtures, there's always 2 games. So, I'll be putting some polls out in the chat, in the community tab, to see which games you want me to do. Tomorrow probably looks like Switzerland, Canada for the 8 o'clock game, if we were to do an 8 o'clock game stream. And then 11 o'clock Scotland, Brazil. It's definitely got to be that one, hasn't it? Scotland could qualify for the knockouts, but we wouldn't really know until all the other games are played if they were to lose due to that 3rd place spot. And at 2 AM, yeah, I don't think I'm staying up for a 2 AM game. Out of that choice between Czechia, Mexico and South Africa, South Korea, is pretty nailed on, that group, isn't it? So I think the water break is underway here, is it? Hydration break. It's quite an early one actually, 21 minutes. Usually an extra few moments. No, I would still receiving treatment. Well, this game is crying out for a goal, isn't it? I'm not a fan of double games. No, normally, you know, I've really enjoyed watching all of them. I get why they do it because it builds up the suspension and everything, and both sides know exactly what they need at half time in the games because they have to kick off at the same time. But yeah, you know, it's not great because then we can't watch every single game like we have been doing in this group stage. So it is a little frustrating, but I guess it does build the suspension a little bit as well. No doubt about that. Yeah, to be fair, imagine like one side was playing first, then they already knew what they need to get. It's a good point as well, to be fair. So Reece James was the England player that went down as well. He is also back up on his feet and makes his way off the pitch now. And then treatment complete, but 30 seconds he has to wait due to the physios coming on. It is a little strange now though, because you're technically getting punished. Your team's getting punished just for receiving treatment. You know, I think they have to adjust that rule in the coming few years. Because why would you get in trouble for getting injured? You know, it wasn't your fault you got injured, but then you have to pay the ultimate price in going off. I understand why, because a lot of players go down for no reason, try and time waste. But it really hasn't stopped that at all, has it? If anything, it's caused more problems, I'd say. Ball on the right hand side for Ghana. Geehy gets it away but couldn't keep it in play, and Ghana are going to win a throw in high up the pitch here, in line with the edge of the box of England, I think. No, free kick England, never mind. Offside in the build up. And Sibo back on the pitch for Ghana. So is Reece James for England. Back to 11 aside. Here is Concert. Boring game so far, it is, yeah. Just need that first goal. I think Ghana, they'll be very happy, won't they, so far. England just being frustrated though. And with the hydration break any moment. Well, the end of the first quarter any moment, really, isn't it? Been interesting to see what happens in the second quarter. Anderson finds Mark Geehy on the left hand side. England looking to break the deadlock with Gordon inside to Kane, and it is not met with Kane. Sibo gets in then. Sibo on the ball once again, finds Partey. His pass out is blocked and England win it back high up the pitch. Yeah, Jordan Ayew bandage on his head. Does indeed. Great spot, Honeygun. Here's Madueke opening up on the right. James floats it in, away by Inaki Williams. Up towards Semenyo. Semenyo can't keep hold of it. And takes out his potentially new Man City teammate, Elliot Anderson. Free in quickly for England. Rice. Anderson. Kane. Kane loses possession. It's quite scruffy going forward for England, isn't it? The last few moments. They're definitely side on top. Let's quickly just have a look at the possession stats. I think England would be flying. 86% England. And that comes to a close, the first quarter of the game. So, hydration break number 1 of the match is upon us. I tried something different earlier as well on the shorts page, trying to advertise the match. So, let us know your thoughts on that. Does it remind you of the game, or were you going to join anyway? Let me know. Do you have a water break? No, because Reece James and Ayew went down. So that's why everyone went across the managers. And now they're having their actual water break. So, yeah, it's a really slow game, isn't it, this one so far? Difficult to get into. But we need a goal, that's for sure. Because England so far, 3 shots, 0.12 XG. Ghana, nothing going forward at all. Only 14% possession, 25 accurate passes made. I mean, England are all over them, but England have no chance in the final third. They haven't been able to register a shot on target yet. Rice's shot was blocked. We had Anderson's shot, that was blocked. And the third one was from long range. Declan Rice from the free kick. And that was rising over the bar. So they are all 3 of England's shots in that first half. And none being able to challenge the Ghanaian goalkeeper, Asare, in that one. Also, the last time both these sides played each other was a friendly in 2011. It ended 1-1, just for anyone wondering. So, potentially a close game here as well. So, 15 years ago, the last time these two sides met, and it ended in a 1-1 draw. Interesting. This reminds me so much of Forest, says Luke1. I'm excited for club football already, to be fair. Of course, it won't be long until pre-season starts. And of course, everyone that makes the World Cup will get their extra holiday break, and then they'll join up in pre-season with the squads. And then there'll be another season of football. It all moves really quickly, doesn't it? But the World Cup, of course, really interesting so far. I think we've had loads of goals. I think there were 75 goals in match week 1. I don't know how many have been scored so far in match week 2, as it draws close to the to a close. And the hydration break complete. So everyone's rehydrated, thankfully. So we've had some high score lines. 6-0 Canada, 4-1 Switzerland, 5-1 Netherlands so far, 4-0 Japan, 4-0 Spain, 2-2 Uruguay, Cape Verde, Egypt 3-0, 3-1, France 3-0, Norway 3-2, Portugal 5-0. So there's been a lot of goals. I don't quite think it'll tally up to 75 though. We'll have to wait and see. We're going away to Spain to play Stockport in pre-season friendly. Interesting. I did hear that Newport are preparing to invite Roma to Rodney Parade, which is crazy. Newport versus Roma pre-season friendly. So 29 minutes played here, still 0-0 between England and Ghana. Waiting for the first big chance of the game, let alone a goal. It'll probably come together. It usually does. But England forced back here, up to the halfway line. Here's Esri Concert. Right hand side of defence. Finds Mark Geehee on the left. Quite a few Man City players in the squad as well that have been signed over the last year, of course. Semenyo, Geehee, of course, are the obvious ones. Trying to add Elliot Anderson to that list. O'Reilly on the bench as well, who's been at City a while. Quite a few. Ball from Pickford out to the left back Jed Spence, who just about stayed a Premier League player with Spurs. Did really well at Forest a few years ago though, under Steve Cooper. Ghana win the ball back on the right. Goes down and wins a free kick for Ghana. Seen Birmingham playing Barcelona friendly, which is crazy. Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? You know, I think Wrexham will probably get a big one lined up as well, due to their, of course, fame around the world, just like Birmingham's. They'll probably end up playing like into Milan or something like that. Welcome in, Flame. How are we doing, mate? Good stream as always already. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you for joining. Do appreciate it. 9 people watching. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Goes a long way in support. And let us know your score predictions of the match. Still 0-0, 30 minutes played. Ghana, game plan working really well for them so far. Sitting really deep and looking to counter as they do here. Ayew, who's got a bandage on his head, goes down and wins the free kick for his country. Of course, it was a dramatic end for Ghana against Panama. It was end-to-end in the final stages. That's one of the matches I did stay up for. I think it was a really late kick-off, that one. In fact, I'll tell you now. But it was a 96th or 95th minute winner. Yorenki, the midfielder, tapping him from close range. But it was a crazy game, end-to-end. But the most surprising thing for me was that Anthony Semenyo, I thought he'd be huge for Ghana, but he didn't really do much. Shula Mena in that one as well, ex-Southampton player, you'll recognise the name from. He didn't do too much either. Of course, Inaki Williams comes into the starting 11 for this one though, to bring a little bit of freshness for Ghana, which is great to see. He's always a player that brings the threat going forward. Welcome in, Ishvani. How are we doing? Good to see you in here. Has anyone seen Uzbekistan attack? They've been reported missing since last match. They did have the ball in the back of the net though, didn't they? But it was ruled out for offside, wasn't it? Birmingham get a draw or win out of Barca. Don't know for Twitter for a day. I think longer than a day, mate. A year maybe. Never hear the end of it. Here's Elliot Anderson in midfield. England needs to up the intensity a little bit, I feel. It's a bit too predictable, a bit too slow. Easy for Ghana to track the runners. And there's not much movement in the final third. No runners from deep or anything like that. But here's Declan Rice on the ball. He can always make something happen. Finds Anderson out to the right. Noni Madueke. Got Mensah to beat and gets past him. And it's deflected well for Bellingham, edge of the box. Shot blocked. James finds Bellingham again. Closed down quickly by the Black Stars. Away it goes from Spence out to the right hand side. Madueke cross from deep towards the back post, and Kane was waiting, but it never reached England's number 9. Mensah trying to get out of trouble and does really well to win a free kick the way of Ghana. Well, this is going brilliantly so far for Ghana. 4 points as it stands. You can see above me the table updating as the goals go in, and this will be really good for the final match week, when of course we end up having to do one of the streams out of the 2 in the group stage, and we can see exactly what happens in the other game in the table above me. So that'll be really key for that. But so far England and Ghana both on 4 points, but of course England in the head-to-head. And then what does it come to after head-to-head? I think it's goals scored, isn't it? So that's why England are ahead. I'm not a fan of them not using goal difference, to be honest. Let me know in the chat. But then they are using it for the 3rd place table, because they can't really go off anything else, can they? Ball on the left-hand side. Here's Anthony Gordon. Few step-overs. Beats his man. Ball into the centre. Away by Apoku. And Urenki smashes that one forward, it back across to John Bickford. Flame says he's going for 2-1 England win. Love to hear it, mate. Honestly, hope Ghana, when there's a Welshman, but don't have that much hope. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Same as me then. I think England win. I've gone for a much bigger scoreline, which won't happen. I said 5-1. I wanted the goals. I mean, there's been so many goals at this World Cup so far. I thought this one, especially how England's opening match went, I thought there'd be loads, but Ghana really are just trying to play for a point here, aren't they? Or maybe a smash and grab against Panama. Same tactic here. Japan, Morocco, Colombia, Uruguay. This match I only see Kane and Bellingham. God offence. Chasing them. This is why when I think we've got one of the big boys will be out. The thing is though, when you play like a side of a lot more talent, especially going forward and in midfield, I think the game will come a lot more open. But defensively, in that first game against Croatia didn't do too much going forward, and you still end up conceding 2 goals, which would be a big concern really. I mean, in the previous tournaments, looking back for England, you know, they've done well because defensively they've done well. I mean, they've always had that quality going forward to get that goal or 2, but defensively they've not conceded many. But this tournament already conceded 2. That's probably half of what he conceded in the World Cup in 2018 in the group stage anyway. Ball in the box there towards the back post. Rice head over the bar. And that's probably the best chance of the game we've seen so far, and it can't really call it much of a chance there. Madueke beats his man, runs to the byline, chips it up, and Rice's head up. Yeah, he's quite early in his jump, gets under the ball, but England improving before the break. I thought England would have scored twice by now. Yeah, same to be fair. I thought, 2 or 3-0 England by half time, but it's not been the case. To be fair, we have seen a lot of late goals. I remember 4-1 Switzerland? There was no goal until the 74th minute of that match, and it was 4-1 against Bosnia. So, you never know. Anything could happen. It is a long old match, and especially with the hydration breaks. Of course, we get more added on time as well as a result of that. So there's definitely a long way to go. Here's Konsa. Out to the right hand side. Madueke inside to Reece James. Intercepted by the Ghanaian midfield. Urenki trying to get forward with Ghana, and they won a free kick somehow. I don't get how that's a free kick, to be fair, against England, but apparently it is. Loads of England fans in Boston for this one. Loving life at the moment. And as it stands, the group stage going into the knockouts, as it stands, England would play Congo Democratic Republic in the round of 32. The biggest games as it stands would be Spain, Austria. That'd be an interesting one. Netherlands, Morocco as well. Germany, Scotland, Brazil, Japan as well. So quite a few big games lined up as it stands, but a lot's going to change between now and the start and the end of match week 3 of the World Cup, of course. So it's not really worth reading into that too much as of yet. Answer the questions. What questions? What questions? France team needs to be. I don't see any questions in here, to be honest, mate. Send them again. I'll definitely answer them. They're not coming up on my screen. Welcome in, Josh. How are we doing, mate? It says Cohen, England. Still 0-0 for them. Crying out for a goal in this one, aren't we? If Ghana were to get a 0-0 though, and then their final game is against Croatia, but no, Croatia probably do need something in this one. When they play Ghana for the last game, you know, they'll probably beat Panama tonight. Panama, by the way, weren't that bad against Ghana. We were very competitive in the game. Rice skips away from the challenges on the left-hand side. Gets England up the pitch. Elliot Anderson. Inaki Williams charging back into help Ghana. Anderson finds Esri Konsa. Konsa's ball into the centre it goes towards Bellingham. Doesn't quite find him. Now it finds Gordon. Referee says offside England. Commentator just said 6-7. BBC's falling downhill, isn't it? How on earth has he got himself to say that? Well, number 6 for England is Geehy, isn't it? It's number 7. I don't get how. What combination could have got him to say that? Just trying to work it out, really. Round 2, England, Ghana. 40 minutes played, still 0-0. Who's number 7 for England? You're not even starting, are they? There's no 7th. Number 7 would be Bukayo Saka, of course. Yeah, so how on earth has he got to that one? There's no 6 or 7 for Ghana either, so commentator's gone off on one, hasn't he? Commentators have lost the plot. I think 6-7 we're cooking now. That's just what England needed. Yellow card, the way of Declan Rice, by the way. First man bucked in this one. Late challenge on the Ghanaian. Declan Rice sees the funny side of it though. Laughing and joking. But Declan Rice yellow carded in this one. Foul on Mensah. Well, it's definitely not been the first half to remember. You can save one team overall eliminated: Argentina, Portugal, or Spain, or France, or Morocco, or Brazil, or the Dutch. Save one team, others are eliminated. I'll go for saving Portugal. Portugal in that one. Have you got a follow up and then out of them two, is it? I presume. Ghana going on a rare attack. Semenyo in the box and it's dispossessed. But one back here by Jordan Ayew on the left hand side. He's got Anderson to beat. Ayew, the Black Star captain, looking to make something happen here, and I think they've won a throw in high up the pitch. Have they, or was it an England one? No, Ghana have won it. Fair play. So Ghana with a throw in on the left hand side. Going to be launched into the centre, no doubt. And it's the first time in the game that Ghana really have gone forward. They're yet to register a shot in this match. But here's Anthony Semenyo to launch this one into the centre for Ghana. In it goes. Header comes back out to him on this left hand side. Semenyo, 11 on his back, all in yellow. Cross goes into the box and is deflected out for a Ghana corner. And it's Ghana who look to end the half strong here and maybe even punish England for a sloppy first half. Can you imagine if Ghana go 1-0 up before the break? Second half, that would be some viewing. You'd always back England to come back though, wouldn't you? But Jordan Ayew goes across to take it. from the left hand side. Just needs a good delivery here. His deliveries at Leicester have been questionable this season. Jordan Ayew. In it goes. Floated towards the back post. Away by Concert. Ghana have committed players forward and look to put it back in. Naki Williams' ball gets cleared straight away. Bellingham goes down. Still with Ghana. And this is the most possession they've had all game. They're building it up to a whopping 20% possession here. Partey. Ball to the left hand side. Jordan Ayew keeps it in play. Got Reece James against him. And Reece James saying the ball's going to outplay. It's not. It's still in play technically. And England able to move the ball out. Save one legacy. Argentina wins this World Cup, but Messi never won 22. Portugal wins the World Cup, but Ronaldo never win. I think Portugal, because I think the World Cup's better, and then Messi and Ronaldo end 1-1. Only one every World Cup winner until 2100. Every band will win until. Oh, go Champions League winner. World Cups every 4 years. Bandles every year, but I think Champions League's more interesting than that. I then just put bets on all of them. Put all your money on every one of them every year if you know all the answers. Make loads of predictions about them. Right, we're about to find out how much added on time we're going to get at the end of the first 45 here. I imagine about 4 minutes. So Rice for the corner for England as well. On the right hand side. And it is going to be 6 minutes at the end of the first half. Of course we did have that injury, didn't we? Just before the hydration break. So Rice to take. From the right hand side. And it goes floated in towards the back post. Away by Jordan Ayew. And Naki Williams smashes that one back into the England half. Jed Spence leaves it for Pickford to pick up at the halfway line here. Imagine living to see a new century, that'd be crazy. It would be, can you imagine? Living to 2100. You'd have to have great health to make it that far. But I would anyway. Ball in midfield. Out to the left hand side. Gordon involved yet again. Finds Mark Geehee. Anderson. Spreads it across the Concert. England midway through the Ghana half. Every outfield player involved. James. Concert again. Patient in their approach here, England. Kane drops deep to receive. And Ghana are just so organised. Tuchel's got to change something at the break, I think. Madueke on the right. On the ball again. Reece James, lovely little turn. Runs out for a goal kick. Yeah, let me know in the chat, if you were England manager, what would you be changing at the break in this one? I think they've definitely got to, I think, change formation, go with two up top, because Kane at the moment is being shut out. I'd go back to basics personally and go 4-4-2. Put maybe Watkins or Tony up top with Kane, either of the two, and bring Rashford on for Gordon. Add a bit more of directness on the wings as well. And because at the moment, Kane up top, you know, he's not really getting involved in the match and he's your best player. Having two up there would allow Watkins or Tony to stay on the shoulder and allow Kane to drop in, do his duty, and still have the... Because whenever Kane drops deep, Ghana push up and England lose ground of what they've just worked for. So if they have the second striker up there, they can hold what Kane's trying to do, and then Kane is allowed to come inside and pick up the ball. Here is Harry Kane in the box, shot blocked out for a corner. I don't think I'll watch any more of this lurk on. Yeah, it's not the most exciting England, is it? But against Croatia first half, they weren't that exciting, and then second half they come flying at the trap. So let's wait and see what happens. But if I was Tuchel, I would definitely be looking at the bench at half time. You know, we would have played 51 minutes in the first half. It's long enough, and they just haven't been able to create anything. So Declan Rice for the corner from the left-hand side. Here in Boston. Rice, one arm in the air, floats it in, away by Naki Williams. And Ghana defensively have been on top of everything. They've matched everything, they've headed everything away. England haven't really had a chance in the air, apart from that Declan Rice chance. Here's Spence, finds Mark Geehee. Here's Conser now. Almost at the break. I'm looking forward to the halftime quiz as well. Chance here, Madueke runs into trouble. Ghana get it away with Semenyo. Heavy touch. Heavy pass that from Anderson. No. Gives possession back to Ghana. They win a free kick for a throw-in on the far side. Ghana have set up very well, haven't they? Very well. That 3 AM game could be interesting. Might stay up for that. Who's that? Colombia Congo, is it? If you had Congo, I didn't realise how much talent they had. Of course, Wisser in that side as well. Do some football bingo after. We've got time after the quiz. Sound, will do. We'll fly through the quiz then, and I'll load up some football bingo. Completely forget about football bingo. Should probably do some videos on it as well after the World Cup's finished, or maybe during the days where there's no World Cup matches. Good idea, actually. I've still got some end of season videos to do with Swans yet, but I'm waiting to the end of the group stage where there's a few days break to get all of them videos out. Let me know how hot it is wherever you're watching from. Here in Swansea is absolutely boiling. Let me see what temperature it is here. 24. I mean, 24 degrees any time of the day is hot, but especially right now, it is absolutely boiling. So almost at the break yet. Also, when I went to watch the game on BBC, it took me to the iPlayer, so technically I'm a little bit behind, aren't we? Yeah, we're on the iPlayer. Why is that? Is anyone else's BBC One working for the game? I try and play football bingo each day just to exercise my brain. It's a good idea, to be fair. It's not a bad idea at all. So there it goes, half time in this one. 0-0 between the two sides. And at the end, Ghana probably go into it the happier of the two sides. Of course, England aren't losing, but Ghana really made life difficult for England, and England are going to have to change up during the break if they want to improve going into that second half. 27 degrees now. Wow, hot. Football bingo is brilliant, isn't it? Thunder and lightning in Bristol caused the house on fire. Wow, no way. I did not hear about that, no. That's mental. Right, let's get into the halftime quiz then, so that after we can do some football bingo as requested. We've got 6 questions, so we'll waste no more time. Question number 1. In what year did England finish... in what years, plural, did England finish the FIFA World Cup in 4th place? There's 2 answers for this one. Let's see if you can get both of them. So in which years did England finish second? Oh my God. It's because there's 2 answers. In which years did England finish the FIFA World Cup in 4th place? There we go. It's too late for me, man. It's only 10 o'clock. So 2 answers for this one. What years did England finish 4th place at the World Cup? 2 answers, 2 dates, 2 years we're looking for on this one. One's recent, the other not so recent, but not a million years ago. Honeygun's got his answers in. We'll wait for everyone to get this in. Might be close, you might be spot on, we never know. No choices on these ones, unfortunately, not today. 2018, not sure on the other one. Well, you are correct on 2018, and Honeygun's got the other one, 1990 and 2018. Right, I'll try and read this one properly for question number 2. Which England player has appeared at the FIFA World Cup for 17 matches? No options, just pure brain ball knowledge. So, which England player has appeared at the FIFA World Cup 17 times? 17 games, basically. For question number 2. And while I wait on the answers, I'll quickly just load up some football bingo. Is this the one? Aha, that one. Ooh, there's a World Cup mode as well. Brilliant. Well, we'll definitely have a look at that, won't we? 100%. Let's turn the volume off on it though, I don't want any of that. This is hard, it is, isn't it? Difficult quiz. James Milner. There we go. Gerrard. It's not any of them that you've mentioned. Which England player has appeared at the FIFA World Cup 17 matches? Peter Shilton is the correct answer for that one. On to question 3. In the 1966 FIFA World Cup, how many goals did Bobby Charlton score for England? Of course, the year England won the World Cup, but how many goals did Bobby Charlton score for England in that World Cup? We'll up the difficulty for these questions today. No easy answers here. Hannigan's going to go 6. Lurkon's gone 5. And in the end, Bobby Charlton scored 3 goals in the England winning World Cup year. So there we go. Unlucky on that one. Question 4. What team did Ghana draw against in order to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup? And for a bonus point, what was the score that Ghana got in that game to qualify officially for the World Cup? Oh, this is different. How do you do this one? Football tic-tac-toe, surely. Or is that what you guys meant? Online opponent. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll do that one in a second. Let me try to put BBC One on again because it didn't work earlier. It's put me on the iPlayer to watch it. I forgot to try and change it. But I'll say 1-1 against Kenya. Wait for Lurkon's answer as he's been involved in the quiz, of course. It's 101 BBC One. No, we don't want to watch Coronation Street. There we go. So question number 4. The answer is no clue for Lurkon in that one. So what team did Ghana draw against in order to qualify for the 2026 World Cup? It was Chad. And The full-time score was 1-1 in that one. So well done, Honeygun. Half of the question right there, to be fair. Question number 5. One more after this one. What is the total number of goals Ghana has scored during the FIFA World Cups they have participated in? It's not including this year's World Cup though. So what is the total number of goals Ghana has scored during the FIFA World Cup they have participated in? And my TV has just decided to restart, so that's good because we've got a few minutes anyway, so great timing for an update. Lurcon gone for 17. Interesting. Just waiting for Honeygun's answer on this one. Going to say 12. I think the first World Cup was 2006 or something. In this one, they have scored 18 goals. Of course, 19 for all World Cups, including the goal against Panama. So Lurcon's so close on that one. Oh, so you can only watch the game on BBC iPlayer, is it? It must be, because every time I go on BBC One, you cannot watch it live. Is that the same for everyone else? Let me know. And the final question, who scored the goal for Ghana during their first 2026 World Cup game? Who's the goal scorer against Panama, in other words, basically? Right, we need to sort this TV out, because why can't I watch it on BBC One? It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. Watching BBC One here. I try to go on BBC One, and every time I select BBC One, it goes to the iPlayer, and it just puts me on that. So I can't actually watch on the normal time. So you guys actually might be a little bit ahead of me, because the iPlayer, of course, has a little bit of a delay. Try it one more time. Well, I'll let you get all your answers in for this question. Then we'll quickly do the football bingo before the second half starts. Can't remember who scored, but I know Abdul Raham in the squad, so I'll guess him. Might be a good guess. Might in fact be the correct answer potentially. I'll wait for Lurcon's answer as he's joining all the other questions. What's going on my TV, man? I don't get it. Right, there we go then. The goal scorer for Ghana's first game of the 2026 World Cup was Caleb Yarenki. So he was the one to score Ghana's first goal of this World Cup. Right then, let's do some football tic-tac-toe then. Right, let's get onto it quickly before the second half starts. The screen, hopefully you can still hear me, it says you can. And here we'll do without steals. Let me know your answers in the chat. I'll give you a few seconds because I'm quickly just trying to find BBC One. There we go. Right. How do I stop that video? I don't want that playing. Get copyrighted. Old First Division winner. Ivory Coast. Oh dear. Ivory Coast. Willy Bolly. Great first answer, I think that. Zaha, of course Zaha. Wolves and Arsenal. Arsenal Palace. Arsenal Leeds. Oh dear, why is this so difficult? Arsenal Wolves. Need to warm up a little bit here. Arsenal Wolves. Let's go back to the chat quickly. No worries, mate. Arsenal Palace. That should be quite easy. Rob Holding. There we go. I had no idea for a second then. Arsenal Wolves. Arsenal Leeds. Leeds Ivory Coast. Leeds Old First Division winner. I haven't got a clue. Edwin and Kay, of course, of course. Wolves Arsenal's going to be the one we're going to get, isn't it? Wolves Arsenal. Before I get the chat up on my phone. Katie, you did say, didn't you? Yeah. Arsenal Wolves. Who's played for Arsenal and Wolves? Oh, I'm not going to lie, I don't know this one. Arsenal Wolves. It's going to be so obvious, isn't it? It's all... I can't think of any Portuguese players. Yeah, no idea. Billy Bremner. Billy Bremner, let's see. As soon as we have our chance again, we will go Bremner. Oh, what a brilliant honeygun. Incredible. Fair play to you. There's got to be Wolves Arsenal somewhere though, hasn't there? Surely, Wolves Arsenal, Wolves Arsenal. Palace, Old First Division. Oh, so they would have had to play for Palace and win it. Ian Wright won a Premier League, didn't he? It wasn't the old... No, it wasn't the old division. I know he did play for Palace. End game. Draw the game. Right, second one. Premier League and Ireland. Ooh. 2+ Champions Leagues. South America Premier League winner. South America section should be pretty easy. South America Forest. Forest are in here. Look on. Ireland Forest. I'll leave Forest for Luke on actually. Premier League and South America. We'll just go McAllister. Old First Division Gun Boot. Oh, I didn't see that category. He's got Murillo. Ah, okay. 2 Champions Leagues and played for Forest. Ireland and Forest. Premier League winner from Ireland. Robbie Keane. Oh, Roy Keane. Oh, click the wrong one. Click the wrong one. We go again. We go again. As the players come out for the second half, so this should be the last one. There we go. Navas would have been a good one. Oh, for 2 times Champions League winner. Because he technically fits both of them. Paul Scholes, yeah, he's just got that one, unfortunately. Great answer, though. Look at Navas here. Keylor Navas, yes, brilliant. Alright, we might win this one. Old First Division going to be, I have no idea. Ages ago. Forest and Ireland. Who's played for Forest? Played for Ireland. Oh, he said, how on earth do you saw this? Yes, he played for Norwich before, didn't he? But I don't think we're going to win because we don't know 2 Champions League and Old First Division Golden Boot. Gary Lineker? No. I have no idea. No idea. We'll end the game. And thank you very much for joining us with that. Right, second half is about to get underway. That was a good bit of time to pass. Right, here we go. The Ghana fans are having a party in their end of the stadium. Also, you guys probably will see the... Done it again, is he? There's no way. Oh, I think that's a repeat of earlier, isn't it? Why does that come up again then? Why does that come up again? I think that's just a repeat. Yeah, it's a repeat. Exact same message. Right, there we go. Right, second half coming up for you shortly. Well, I say shortly, literally a few more seconds to go. Let's just get that England group back on screen as well. There we go. Perfect. Right, second half. Are we going to get a goal in this one? Hopefully it's not a ball draw. Let's wait and see. Technically, the bottom left will spoil it if there is a goal, but I'm not really paying too much attention to it, actually, so... Alright, second half then. Ghana to get us underway. Let's see what will happen in this one. Can England get over the line, or Ghana here for a shock and a surprise? Well, we are about to find out in this one then, aren't we? Here we go. The second half is underway. And I don't think there's been any changes at the break, which to my surprise actually, because I thought England had to change it up, their formation. Personally, I've taken Rice off, Bellingham in the 2 with Anderson in midfield, kept Madueke on, put Rashford on the left, Watkins probably put him on for Declan Rice to go up top with Kane, keep the back 4 the same and go 4-4-2. But hey, I'm not the England manager, mate. Let's see how they fare in this one. Let's see. So here we go. Anderson on the ball here for England. Oh, it's so warm in here, man. It is absolutely boiling. And it's 10 past 10. Great. It's just not going to cool down, is it? I mean, this is meant to be one of the cooler days of the heat wave, isn't it? You know, tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow, yeah, Wednesday. So tomorrow and Thursday are going to be the worst days. I think Thursday's meant to be the hottest, isn't it? The thing is, the thunderstorm that will follow this is going to be crazy. The last one was bad enough. Here's Anthony Gordon. Fouled and will win a free kick here for England. Yeah, so no changes at the break. Do you see Old First Division go and boot? Being Ian Rush. Ah, of course. Yeah, I need to get on that a little bit more, especially over the summer. I tell you what, my ball knowledge used to be on point, but over the last few years, I had to fit other things into my brain, so it's gone downhill a little bit. I think English football, I'm pretty good. Of Championship, Premier League, a little bit of League One, little bit of League Two, and the National League. And National League's North and South I enjoy, but definitely Prem and Champ are my strong points. Here's Jed Spence. Back he goes to Mark Geehee. Now Edry Concert. Who'd have thought that 9 years after joining Charlton, he'd be playing for England and Aston Villa. Absolutely incredible journey. Just like all of these players. Semenyo, and he's cut out by Jude Bellingham. Bellingham scanning forward, looking to make something happen, but he's lost the ball. Semenyo comes back fighting. Wins the ball back for Ghana as well. Here's Thomas Partey. Jordan Ayew. Partey again. Out to the right hand side. Ball floated in. Ayew, edge of the box. I thought you could have got something on that. But away it goes by England. Out to the far side. Back at the fence. Yeah, hopefully you're all enjoying the stream. If you are, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Goes a long way. And what minute then do we think we'll see the first goal in this one? Be sure to let us know. Time to sit back and relax, I reckon. I might dim this light as well because it's quite bright. As long as it looks okay on camera still. Not too dark. That looks okay still, doesn't it? Yeah, you can still see me. Oh, I'm sweating so much. Long ball over the top here for Ghana. Onto the right hand side. They've won it in the box. Shot! And it's a massive tackle by Jed Spence. Wow. And it was Sanea, the right back, flying forward. And Ghana starting the second half off the better. And England are in trouble here. England need to increase the intensity. On the ball, long ball forward, searching for Gordon. He should keep that in play. It's just got a little too much on it for Gordon. Wow. Well, great ball from left back to right back, flying forward. And Jed Spence stops the shot on target. It's deflected what looked like a cross then after the deflection. Wow, but Ghana saying that they're not just here to make up the numbers tonight. They're here to compete for the next 40 minutes as they have done for the first 50. Incredible. And the rain continues to fly down here in Boston. Still 0-0 though. We await the first goal. What minute will the first goal be scored in then? I'll go for 62. 62, and I do think it'll be England, unfortunately. England face Panama. I think it's 27th, isn't it? England's last group game. I'll find out now for you. But it is against Panama. They always seem to play Panama at the World Cup. England, who are ranked 4th in the world. Saturday 27th at 10 o'clock. Yeah, so I don't actually think I'll be able to do that one on Saturday, unfortunately. But it shouldn't really matter because England should qualify tonight anyway. So that would probably be a nothing game anyway. But they'll probably be in the knockouts anyway. So won't be able to do the game on Saturday, unfortunately. Or this Thursday, I'm not free either. Let me just check what games are on this Thursday. So we'll do the games tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday I won't be able to do the evening ones. But after midnight, there's quite a few games that start. Japan, Sweden, Tunisia, Netherlands. Could do them. Turkey, USA at 3 AM. You know what? We might stay up on that one. Depends how I'm feeling. And then on Friday, Norway, France. Gotta do that one. If we end up doing the stream. Saturday, early mornings of Saturday, Uruguay, Spain, or Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia. Got to be that one out of the two, surely. 4 AM Saturday morning, New Zealand, Belgium. That group's wide open. Sunday, we'll see which games we want to do. Wow. And Sunday 28th, the round of 32 starts. So there's no break then between the... I thought there was a few days break between the end of the group stage and the knockout, but apparently not. Wow. Yeah, no, there's not. Germany, of course, have won their group already. Wow. So a lot to go through in the coming days. Rhys James got that ball away, but Ghana won the corner. And it's a corner they'll have here. Still 0-0. Looking a really close game. And it goes from Ayew into the box all the way through. One back on the far side. Ball goes back in. Deep delivery. And Pickford got under it, but he was fouled in the process, according to the referee. Still 0-0. A very long way to go in this one. England on the ball again. Dominating possession on the first half. Just couldn't make it count. Second half, they've been the second best team in the second half in the opening few stages. 75-25 in favour of England on the possession. Just haven't got that final bit of creativity in the final third. And Harry Kane barely touched the ball, didn't he? I'd like to see Harry Kane's touch map. I don't think he's had much going forward. In fact, how many touches has he had? 10 touches all game. That's why Ghana are doing so well. Bellingham goes down in the box. Referee not even interested in it. So let's just compare number 9s. They're both captaining their sides, Ayew and Kane. Kane's had 10 touches for England. Ayew's had more than double that, 24 so far in this one. So it just shows that Ghana are getting Ayew involved in the game. Kane and England really struggling. Yeah, no goals yet, mate. Still no goals. Surprising. But Ghana doing really well. England ball into the box. Goes all the way through and out for a goal kick. Yeah, surprisingly there's been no goals, but Ghana are doing really well. And as it stands, they'll be getting something out of this match, which would be absolutely massive for Ghana. In the first game against Panama, they were awful, I think. And they were quite lucky to get that goal at the end. It was end to end. But here they've actually been half decent, to be fair to them. And England just haven't done much apart from pass the ball, I think. You know, England, they had 3 shots last time I checked. Let's have a look. They've had 6, but still none on target. It's definitely Ghana the side growing into this game. But England on the ball at the moment on the far side. Reece James finds Noni Madueke. And you'd imagine there's going to be some England changes very soon. Surely. There'd have to be. Over the top from Ghana. Left hand side can't be kept in by Semenyo. Goes out for a throw in the way of England. Do let us know in the chat what everyone's had for tea tonight. I've got tuna pasta after this. Cannot wait. Great protein sources, tuna. All about the gains. All about the gains. Spence, edge of the box, Gordon. Bellingham, chance to shoot, goes all the way through to Madueke. Deflected, and big clearance there from Ghana. I think it was a Parku again. Still alive though, Gordon. His shot into the gloves of the Ghanaian keeper, Sare. Brilliant claim. And Ghana standing strong in this one. I mean, England starting to go their way a little bit in terms of the shape and the makeup of the game. It's starting to stretch a little bit now. I'm only going to add burger and chips tonight. And jerk salmon for lunch. Ooh, lovely. Lovely stuff, mate. Two pasta goated, scrambled eggs on toast. Ooh, nice, mate. I had that earlier on, actually. Oh no, it wasn't scrambled. It was boiled eggs. Boiled eggs. Really nice, soft boiled. First time in ages I've had soft boiled though. Hard boiled are the way to go usually, in my opinion. Here's Rice. Back to Kane. Jed Spence. Ball towards the edge of the box and away by Mensah. Trying to hit the protein goals. Got to be done, mate. Got to be done. Got to be done. Number 1 priority in the day. Urenki plays out to the right hand side. Inaki Williams. He's got Spence to beat. England flood back. But Urenki goes down. Edge of the box. I think that should have been a free kick. Referee looked inclined to give it, but hasn't in the end. And now England on the counter again. Gordon. Bellingham making the overlapping run. He's got a long way to make that run. And Gordon, that's really poor. Really poor to give up the ball there. And there's a Ghanaian fan, a young Ghanaian fan in the crowd with a replica World Cup trophy. They are dreaming more than just of something against England tonight. A free kick. Yeah, surely it had to be a free kick. There's Bellingham and it goes away towards Geehy. England builds back up with Anderson. 3 players in the box waiting. Gordon finds Anderson again. Kane, Bellingham and Rice all wait a delivery. Gordon ball in the box. Goal kick. But the ref blows his whistle before that. England might have won a free kick right on the byline on the left hand side. Yeah, Naki Williams Tracking back, fouling Gordon. Oh, yeah, good spot from the ref, actually. It's a painful one. He is a little bit late on Gordon. So, Inaki Williams, second player of the match, to be booked after Declan Rice. And it's England free kick, left-hand side. It's practically a corner. Just in 5 yards. And Declan Rice to take. It is almost that position where Tony Kroos scored that iconic goal in the 2014 World Cup. Is there to be another goal here? This time for England. In it goes. Back post header. And away by the gold shirts of Ghana. And out for a goal kick. Great ball from Declan Rice. Great pick out of the back post. Elliot Anderson waiting. Just cannot get any height on it. Goes straight down. And did it go for a corner instead? Potentially it did. Potentially it did. On the hour mark, England look for victory. 60 on the clock. 60 years since their last World Cup. Is it time for a goal? Are the stars aligning? Rice, ready to deliver. And it goes from Rice. Picked out Anderson and over the bar it goes. Yeah, everyone else must be in the pub this evening. Imagine the pubs are quite full tonight for this one. Well, Anderson, a little threat here from set pieces for England, but it has gone out for a goal kick this time. Asare for the goal kick. Down it goes, up towards Ayew, won by Anderson, out to left hand side, Gordon. Spence, racing on the overlap. Gordon goes alone. And Ghana win the throw, and Gordon has been absolutely rubbish, hasn't he? I think Barca might be looking for a receipt from Newcastle to return him. Oh, that's a late tackle on Harry Kane, I think. Referee agrees, he took his time. And it's Thomas Partey. A little Arsenal versus Tottenham rivalry continuing here to the World Cup. As Partey takes out Harry Kane. And definite free kick. And this could be a position of real hope for England. And it's not a big... Oh, actually it is quite far out. But it's definitely Declan Rice and Reece James territory, this one. I think Reece James for this one, but he's leaving it. It's going to be Declan Rice, which tells me probably going to put it in the box. I don't think he's going to shoot from yet. Although the keeper looks pretty set now for the cross, and it is indeed a cross. Which Ghana have won all night and they win that one as well. Ball fired in by Anderson. Gordon tries to keep it alive. Shot wide from England. And as we go, heading 5 minutes before the final water break, England look to make changes. O'Reilly and Saka being prepared. I think Saka will be a big influence. But he's going to take Madueke off, isn't he? He's going to keep Gordon on somehow. I don't understand how. He's surely preparing Rashford as well. Or Rodgers. Have to be. Free kick Ghana. I think. What's he given there? He put for a free kick the way Ghana and then straight away changed his mind. That's got a sting just over the bar. Yep. They'll be gutted, won't they? Right, now time for the first subs of the game. Both sides have waited a while, but Uranki... Oh, I think he's got... Has he got blood in his face as well? But it is raining cats and dogs here. So Uranki... Yeah, there's a bit of blood on his head. Yeah, Gordon's been awful, hasn't he, mate? Been absolutely awful. It is just going to be a double for England. Only Saka and O'Reilly. Which is mental because Madueke's coming off here, isn't he? I mean, is Thomas Tuchel watching the same game as us? I do wonder. I mean, Gordon's done a lot more in this game than he did against Croatia, but I mean, he's still been awful, hasn't he? The Ghanaian fans are loving life here in Boston. Even if it is raining, they do not care. And Gordon's come off. Brilliant. So Madueke is going to go over to the left. Saka will, of course, occupy the right. Worst game of the World Cup so far. From England's point of view, yeah, and from the neutral, but for Ghana, they'll be absolutely buzzing, won't they? O'Reilly on as well. Who did O'Reilly replace? I didn't catch it. Must be Jed Spence, surely. Straight swap there at left back. And Inaki Williams coming off here in a double change for Ghana. Yeah, it was Spence. So a change on the left-hand side for England. Spence and Gordon off. O'Reilly and Saka on. But Madueke will go over to the left and Saka will go on to the right. Fatawu. Abdul Fatawu, who's, of course, teammate of Jordan Ayew, replaces Inaki Williams. And Prince Adu also comes on, this time for Jordan Ayew, the captain. So, double change in attack there for Ghana in the final, going into the final stages of the match now. Just before we finish the third quarter of this match. Right then, ball in midfield with England. Long ball over the top, searching for Bukayo Saka, instant impact potentially. Hasn't quite worked out, and away it goes. Sibo in midfield for Ghana, chased down by Rice, but Sibo does really well. Semenyo over the top for Adu. Pickford's come a long way, collided with Adu, and the referee's given the free kick the way of England. I don't get how he's decided it's a free kick England there. We'll have to see that one again on the replay. Rice did so well to recover, then just give up as soon as he won it. Long before Prince Adu forward between the two England centre-backs, Konsa and Gehi. Pickford could be in trouble on the replay here. He's got none of the ball. But Adu turned, didn't he, as well. Yeah, there's no way it's an England free kick, is it? How on earth? It has to be a free kick Ghana. What? The England bias is crazy, isn't it? I mean, that's clear as day. If that was the other way round, England would be fuming. I mean, that is the worst decision so far of the World Cup, in my opinion. Because Pickford there. Denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity as well, let's not forget. The only thing, though, against Ghana is that Adu sort of turns, then he doesn't follow the track of the ball. He's anticipating Pickford to hit it, and he's trying to block it against him. Here's Kane, first chance of the match, and it's saved by Adere. Got down low, got down quick, made the save. Kane, first chance he's out of the game. But he's just dragged it, couldn't quite find the corner. Or create the angle. Here's Elliot Anderson. Advantage played for England in midfield. Next break in play will see the hydration break take place at the end of the third quarter. Concert. Inside to Anderson. Finding O'Reilly. Now here's Madueke. Madueke skips inside. Gehi again. Concert, England with a lot of players forward. They're searching for the goal that will break the deadlock and probably win the game at this rate. Still both sides hanging on for their clean sheets. Gehi. Anderson again. Back to Mark Gehi. O'Reilly, just, it's so simple though from England. They're taking a safe pass every time. There's no risk at all, is there? Madueke on the left. Goes towards the byline. Left-footed ball into the box. Saka at the back post. Arsenal wingers combining there. But Saka heads over the bar. Good play. And Saka should do better, really. One of the smallest players on the pitch, though. And there we go. The hydration break now will commence. And the final break of the game before, of course, the final quarter of it. So some big decisions to talk about after that third quarter is over. Especially the penalty. What's everyone's thoughts then? I personally think he's taken him out. England get away with one. England get away with it. Abdul Fatawu though, you know, with Ghana have gone attacking. Semenyo on the left, Fatawu on the right. They both can find the back of the net. Adu as well, Partey in midfield, who's, you know, been good. Sibo as well. According to FootMob, the best ratings in the match so far, England's best player has been Declan Rice, followed by Mark Geehee. Kane, one of the worst performers on the pitch, but he hadn't touched the ball much, has he? 15 touches on the ball. For Ghana, best players are Mensah left back and Partey. Yeah, Panama, Croatia, big game later on. Panama could, of course, surprise them and put an upset in. And you know what? I could see it happening. Croatia went brilliant against England. They do have that quality going forward. But Panama against Ghana, really unlucky not to get anything, I think. There we go. Right, we will go into the final quarter in just a second. Tuchel and Kane in close conversation. Urenki being patched up for the final 20 minutes or so as well. Here we go then. Assuming the 11:50 game. I'm not, unfortunately, no. This will be the only stream today. I had quite a busy day today. Not feeling too energetic as well, so I don't want it to be a really bad stream from me, last one, so I'm not going to stream that one, unfortunately. But tomorrow there's the 11 o'clock stream, Scotland versus Brazil, one of the biggest games of the group stage, highly anticipated. We will be live for that 11 o'clock tomorrow evening, so keep an eye out for that one as well on the channel. That should be brilliant. And prediction video out tomorrow as well for my match week 3 predictions of the World Cup. That will be out tomorrow as well, before around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Give everyone time to get their predictions in. And Jude Bellingham, I think, is coming off. He is indeed, for Morgan Rogers. So England changing, and Anderson off for Eberechi Eze as well. A double change, Bellingham and Anderson off, but he's kept Rice on. Must be because of his delivery, so expecting quite a few set pieces probably in the final stages. But Eze, Rogers on, 2 creative players, which tells you they're going 4-3-3, 2 10s though. Rice, the holder of the 3. Well, very talented players on this pitch now. Incredible depth that England have. Now let's see if they can perform on the biggest stage of all. I mean, Eze just won the Premier League with Arsenal, and was a pretty big part to that as well, wasn't it? And then we've got Rogers, who just won the Conference League with... no, sorry, not the Conference League, the Europa League with Aston Villa. Absolutely brilliant. So, loads of winners on the pitch at club level. Let's see if they can do it for country as well. 74 minutes played. England on the ball with O'Reilly. I think England are starting to panic a little bit, to be fair. But they do need to add that intensity to their game. You know, they're really slow. Here's Saka on the far side. He can make something happen. Wasn't his greatest season at Arsenal last time round, but we all know the qualities he possesses. Rodgers wins a corner for England. Declan Rice races over to take the corner. Yeah, Morgan Rodgers there, really good play in midfield, direct running. And now the corner for England. Can they make it count? Declan Rice from the right hand side, out swinging corner. Can they mount the pressure on? One arm in the air, swung into the box. Still alive, Saka. Wins another corner. For England, the Three Lions are determined to keep the pressure on here. Good play from Madueke actually. I actually got out for a goal kick, sorry. It looked on the first sighting it should have been a corner, but no, goal kick. Adare will have a goal kick for Ghana to take here. It looks like this one's poised to end 0-0, but something tells me there's going to be a late goal. As it stands, both sides will remain unbeaten at this year's World Cup. 3 points in the first game, a point here, and 4 points would definitely be enough to get through. And if Croatia and Panama end level, oh no, if Panama lose to Croatia, Panama are eliminated, aren't they? A few boos ringing around here in Boston. Ghana's 26 down on the floor after a push of Kane in the back. England playing it too safe, wonder why they won't take many risks. Yeah, I know. I mean, they've got a very talented side and played each other for 15 years. That ended level, 1-1. But I am surprised, a side like England, with the players in there, you have to take risks in football. But they were too static in the first half going forward. That attacking line. That's why Kane's barely been involved in the game. Just no movement. No one's helping him create a little bit of space for their magic man, their best player. And Ghana set up excellently for this game. And they're going to get an excellent result as it stands. I mean, this is huge for Ghana. Awful for England by their expectations. Ghana go all the way back to Ajedi. Down it goes, one back by James. Foul in midfield and England win the free kick. Final moments of the game before the last 10 then. Let us know, are we going to see a goal in this match? Left hand side, Madueke. O'Reilly, underlapping run, but he's lost the ball. Madueke, and running through is Adu. He's got Semenyo with him. Adu runs out of space, it's still alive. Keeper's missed it, Semenyo. And somehow it's not gone in. I think Semenyo blocked his own team shot there. Brilliant from Abdul Fatawu to race away, playing Adu. And it's the front three of Ghana causing trouble. Adu there. Managed to get past Pickford. Shot. And I think it's definitely going in. But Semenyo blocks it. He couldn't get out of the way. And England hanging on here at the end. They're so lucky Semenyo was in the way there. Otherwise, that is definitely 1-0, isn't it? Wow. Big chance, Ghana. They've really grown into this game. Anigun, the nerves are rattling. So vulnerable defensively. Yeah. Just like against Croatia. And I thought because, of course, Croatia, a lot more talented than, of course, Ghana, respectively. I thought, oh, okay, you've had the toughest game of the group out the way. Should be fine now. But that's not been the case, has it? So say, by the sounds of it, we look awful. Yeah, look on. I mean, without being biased, I think England have got away with Pickford staying on the pitch here and not receiving a red card about 10 minutes ago for wiping out Adu. And they're lucky not to have conceded there. I mean, Semenyo's blocked Ghana's shot. Fly Dyke over. Sean Dyche, the man to win it. He has been posting on his social media, on his Instagram, his starting 11 before the games. And I think he said he had Rashford in his starting 11 as well. That was intense. Well, it was, isn't it? It was. I can't stand Dyke, but I'd rather him take over. Some people said that Pep Guardiola would love to manage England. Can you imagine Pep Guardiola football? Pep ball at England. I think Ghana have been really lucky. Ghana definitely deserve a point here. The minimum they deserve is a point. A point. Oh my god. Dying. Not again. Here's Saka. Finds Reece James defensive. Cover here for England. And they look to switch defence into attack with Noni Madueke. Nico O'Reilly. Out to the far side. Great ball. Saka brings it down well with his first touch. Tuchel should have been sacked for his team selection alone. Especially after the first game. The first game was sort of like a free hit, isn't it? But after the first game, you get to see which players have worked in that system and not. And yeah, I mean, starting Gordon's the crazy shout, isn't it? And I don't get why O'Reilly didn't start. Nothing against Spence, but O'Reilly did really well in the first game, I felt. So England then, with a set piece. Saka standing over it with his Arsenal teammate Rice. It looks like it probably would suit the in-swinger, but I think it will be Rice for an out-swinger. From the right-hand side. And it is going to be Saka actually. He places the ball again. England fans in that corner hope. Saka delivers it in. Away by Semenyo. He's been much better this game. And wins the free kick again, actually, Ghana. That's what England are giving away. So many cheap free kicks, aren't they? Unfortunately, if we go score, the rest of the game will be ignored. Yeah, that's why I'm sort of hoping for England. They don't actually score. Obviously, I'm not an England fan. I'm just a neutral here. And finally, Rashford comes on. Madueke's been okay, but I mean, there's a time in the game where you freshen up for someone as good as you, if not better. And Rashford, I think Rashford's been pretty hard done by in this World Cup so far. He got his goal last time, and he's only going to get, what, 7 minutes and 90 to play here? I think that's pretty harsh. When it's 0-0 as well, you need the goal. I think Rashford's been done harsh there. Should be the first player. Absolutely. I mean, especially with his pace and finishing, he certainly knows that. I think he's England's best winger. Personally, argument in there for Saka, but Saka's not had the greatest year. I think on their day, Rashford's the best England winger. England want a free kick. Referee says no. Ghana go long. Pickford out of his goal, and he's composed under the pressure to keep England in possession. England playing crap, says Josh. Yep, as usual. Hopefully you're well, mate. Good to see you in here. I think Gordon has found some classified information on Tuchel and Deco. Must have done, if he's still starting. I don't get how Barcelona's bought Gordon either, because, I mean, what have they seen in him? And they decided against Rashford. Pretty crazy. I do not know who's in charge there at Barcelona, but don't think they've got many brain cells up there. Rashford in his peak form is by far the best we've got until Rio takes over, hopefully. Rio Ngamoa is going to be Yeah, I think he's got a really bright future for England. He'll definitely be at the next Euros, I think, in that squad. As long as he gets regular minutes now. I hope you're not missing us. Oh, always, man, always. So many clubs tried to get Gordon. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, he was brilliant a few years ago for Newcastle, but he always has his like peak midway through the season around Christmas time, and then just drops off a cliff, and is really poor for the rest of the season. But that peak in the middle is so good that it makes, you know, tricks clubs into thinking he's actually half decent. But maybe we're being a little bit harsh, or maybe I'm not sure, but yeah, he's not been great this World Cup so far. Here's Rashford from the left hand side, ball into the centre, away by Poku, still alive on the far side. Saka picks it up, goes to a trademark run, looks for a trademark finish, and Aderi gets his glove to it, and he's been equal to everything that the three lines have put his way so far in this one. Reece James, England have got 4 minutes of the 90 left to play. Still alive in there, Kane edge of the box, lays it off for Rodgers, arriving is James, Kane in the centre, hit the bar, still alive and from close range. Harry Kane has missed from what, 5 yards out? The expectation was that the best player on this side, Harry Kane, he's in the form of his life, and he's missed an absolute sitter for England. Not even he could save England right now. And it was in fact Nico O'Reilly who hit the crossbar, sorry. Great shot from Saka, keeper at full stretch, but England not able to get the ball into the back of the net. Harry Kane fires well over. Crazy. Well, if you had a picture of the chance before Kane hit the ball there, where he's just about to strike it, and you had a picture and you had to bet if he's going to score or not, I'm pretty sure people around the world are putting millions on Kane to score from there. And somehow he's blasted that almost at the stadium. Crazy. Welcome in, Ricky. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you in here. Not even a big age gap between Gordon and Rashford. Only 3 years, and Rashford would be 50 mil cheaper. Yeah. Too high. Harry Kane would do a Beckham. Kane and Beckham. Can you imagine if they played in the same side? What a link up that would have been. So final 2 minutes of the 90. Throw in England. There will be no doubt a substantial amount of added time at the end of this. This is embarrassing for England fans, says Heza. I feel bad for the ones that spent money to go out there and watch them, to be fair. Because, I mean, the tickets are, mental. And transport and everything that goes along with it. But that comes in hand with sport and football especially. England go long again, but this time unsuccessful yet again. And Partey keeps it going forward for Ghana. Only as far as Mark Geehee. Geehee over the halfway it goes. I'd laugh Ghana get a last minute goal. To be fair, I still think there might be a little chance for Ghana. They've been unlucky not to have the ball in the back of the net. Here we go again with Eze. Rice from deep. England only 3 players back. Everyone else in attack. Rashford. Twisting and turning. Delivers. Away it goes at the first time of asking. Towards Uranki. Uranki goes down holding his head. And Ghana win the free kick. They pay 100 grand to England play. Yep. England have been dog, haven't they? Not been great at all. I don't know how any England fan can be stupid enough to pay £1,000 for these tickets. Team was poor. I think it's more than £1,000, isn't it? I think we're talking about 3.2 grand, isn't it? That's what I've heard. I mean, I don't get how Harry Kane's missed that chance. It's like the Gerrard Roy Hodgson thing at Liverpool, where everyone thinks Gerrard missed on purpose to get Hodgson sacked. Maybe Kane's doing that to get Tuchel sacked. It only took him until the second game. On a match week where Messi scored 2, Ronaldo scored 2, Kane scored a brace in his first one, but hasn't been able to get anything in this one. Lamine Yamal got off the score sheet this match week as well. And 6 minutes to play. 6 minutes for England to rescue something here. Rescue 3 points, potentially. Well, Ghana going to snatch it. That is the options. As it stands, both sides remain unbeaten at this year's World Cup. And a little fun fact for you all. Cape Verde are the only side, as it stands in World Cup history, to have been unbeaten at the World Cup. Rice out to the right hand side. England go again, playing through the thirds. Rice again from Rodgers. In it goes. Kane's waiting. And away by Apoku at the back post there for Ghana. Heads it wide. And wide of his own goal. And out for an England corner. Even worse. 302k plus hotels, travel, food, drink, mental. Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? You know, you're going to be spending a ton of money. And that's just for like the group stage games. Of course, the ticket prices increase at the round of 16, round of 32. And then the final, yeah, I wouldn't even like to know how much the tickets are for that. Next 6 minutes, not surprised, no. Here's Rice, and it goes towards the back post. Goes all the way through everyone. And out for a Ghana goal kick. I mean, Ghana deserve this, I think. They have been excellent all game. And exposing how poor England are. And this is a great blueprint of how to play against England if you want England to dominate and you want to hit them on the counter. I mean, some top sides are going to really hurt England if they're not on their day. First half against Croatia, they were awful. For 90 minutes here, they've been awful. They were brilliant second half against Croatia. But where's that intensity? Where's that flair from the England players? I mean, have so much quality like this and not deliver is pretty crazy. Rashford keeps it in play. First time cross. Blocked out for a corner. England win another corner kick here on the left hand side. Whole money grab from FIFA. It is, but FIFA have a lot of expenses. Of course, they have to pay each club that has... So Swans, for example, have 3 players participating at the World Cup. So for every... I don't know exactly if it's per game or per day. I'm pretty sure it's per day. But FIFA have to play each club that has players playing at the World Cup. Rice, in it goes towards the back post. Kept alive. Header goes back in towards the back post. Headed off the line by Uranki. And England cannot believe it. They're halfway through the 6 minutes, but they've got another corner here. Yeah, Swans are much better than England right now, aren't they? Entertainment-wise. Obviously not quality. Here's Rice. In it goes. Well, I'd say in this one, Swans produce better quality game than England have here, actually. I would change that. But the same as like Nottingham Forest, they're much better. Bristol City. Everyone's producing much more better quality football than England have in this game against Ghana. I don't think that's crazy to say. From the throw-in there, England got 2 minutes left. Would it be a huge point for Ghana, who if they beat Croatia and England fail to beat Panama, Ghana will win this group. I don't see that happening. I don't see England losing to Panama, although Panama do seem a little bit of a wild card. Let's see how they play against Croatia first. Here's Eze. Flicks it through. Goes out for a corner. England have another corner. This time from the far side. With a minute 45 to play. Ghana probably got 2 more phases of defending to play through before the full-time whistle. But fair play, Ghana have been exceptional tonight. And a corner kick here for England from the far side. Declan Rice lines it up. As it goes 11 PM in the UK. England fans hold their breath. Fingers crossed. And the Ghanaian keeper has come back. Wait, what? No. So I can't be the only one there that has heard the commentator wrong there. He said the Ghanaian keeper come up to defend the corner, but obviously the Ghanaian keeper's already back for the corner. He's in goal. He was meant to say the Ghanaian strikers come back on defensive duties. We'll let him off. I was going to say, what? Ghana got 2 keepers on the pitch. Rahman on for Adu. Adu, who already got substituted on the pitch, has now been substituted off. Don't see that too often. And Ghana, goal kick. Long ball forward, up towards Semenyo. England win it back. All the way to Pickford. Semenyo still applying the pressure. England allowed to roam forward. We're surely seconds away from the full-time whistle here. Can you imagine if Ghana pick up the ball and score? We're seconds away though. I do think it will end 0-0. Pickford forward. This surely has to be the last attack. And it is full time. And Ghana get a point against England. Incredible. And 15 years ago, Ghana got a point against England. Fast forward to the World Cup 15 years later in 2026. And Ghana do it again. They keep a clean sheet. So do England. Ghana will be very proud of that performance. Much better than the performance against Panama. And they get a point against England. England will not complete their 100% record. They are both still unbeaten at this year's World Cup in Group L. And all eyes now on Panama, Croatia at the next game. But incredible that England have failed to score there with the quality in their side. I cannot believe it. And Ghana, fair play to them. They have played out their skins today. But England didn't really make them work for it that much, especially up until about 75 minutes. Final 15, sorry, they've put the pressure on 25 really with the extra add on time and all the breaks and all that. But yeah, crazy stuff. A massive thank you to everyone that has tuned in for this one. It goes a long way. We're definitely doing Scotland Brazil tomorrow evening, but there might be a watch along before that as well. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on the community tab as always. Have a fantastic evening everyone, and in the end England can't get past Ghana. It's a point apiece, which will be enough to see potentially both of them through, depending what happens with Croatia and Panama. But the only way that both of them can catch up to England and Ghana is if a draw plays out here, or one side wins and then a draw the last one. But it is a bit confusing on how it all works on head-to-heads. But there we go, full-time 0-0. Thanks for watching, and good night everyone. Terrible performance by England tonight, says Honeygun. Take care, people, says Lurkwan. Take care as well, mate. Absolutely atrocious from England. Indeed it was. Tristan, thank you very much. Heza, see you soon. And yeah, thank you very much. I think that's all of them. I'll see you in the next one very soon, guys. Take care, stay safe. Goodbye.